eviction on December 14. The encampment located at 23rd Street and 13th Avenue South in the Ventura Village in Ward 6. The encampment is known as Camp Neonakasi. I acknowledge that the collective concern expressed by multiple council members regarding the impending eviction of Camp Neonakasi in the Ventura Village neighborhood. I want to highlight the significance of this encampment as a unique example that has successfully assisted residents in transition and provided critical support. I want to also emphasize the supportive outcomes of this camp. Today, I'm requesting three following actions from the mayor and his administration. Delay the eviction of the Camp Neonakasi until February 16, 2024. Between now and February 16, I want the mayor to pursue all the efforts to address the public health need at the Camp Neonakasi and the surrounding community. Finally, we request you to meet and work with us to collaborate a short-term, a medium-term, and long-term solution to reduce homelessness and prevent the formation of encampments and address the serious and urgent public health issue unsheltered population in our city face. I strongly advocate for collaboration between the mayor administration and the council to explore evidence-based solutions to address the urgent homeless crisis. I want to reiterate our willingness as a council members to work together and our commitment of finding immediate, medium-term, and long-term solutions. Thank you so much.
Hello, everyone. I'm going to keep it pretty short. We have together drafted a letter. This is a copy of it. I'm sure you all have received an electric copy of it, laying out what the ask is, what the expectation is. So I'll just speak briefly about my experience at Camp Neonakasi. I was there yesterday. A number of us were able to make it there yesterday to talk to residents. I've gone several times to talk to residents. And what you see there is you see a level of organization that I think we all should be able to admire. And more importantly, when you talk to the residents there, the residents will tell you, I'll quote one person who said, look, I don't want to be here for the next 6 months, but a week is too quick a turnaround to do anything. They'll be out on the street. They'll be wandering the street. What folks are asking for is a little bit of time. What they're demonstrating to us is a little bit of self-determination. And they're asking that we give them a little bit of time and dignity in return. And I don't think it's too much to ask. Any of us would be happy to go down to Camp Neonakasi with the mayor so that he could talk directly with the residents there and see for himself what's going on there. And so just wanted to lay that out. I hope you all have the letter. If you don't, feel free to reach out to any of us and we can make sure that you get a copy. And we'll be giving him a physical copy as well. So with that, I'll pass it to my next colleague.
Thank you. My name is Hsll. I represent Ward 10 on the Minneapolis City Council. Like the two colleagues that came before me said, this morning the City Council and specifically council members Jamal Osman, Elliot Payne, Robin Wansley, Jeremiah Ellison, Jason Chavez, myself, Emily Koski, and Oreen Chaudhry sent this letter to Mayor Fry, which outlines our deep concerns about the planned eviction of the encampment in Ventura Village, known commonly in community as Camp Neonakasi, where currently over 180 residents are living. In the 4 months that this encampment has existed at this location, they have successfully housed 74 residents into permanent housing and have helped many residents access basic health care and begin their journey of sobriety from substance use disorder. They have also ensured that no resident has lost their life due to an overdose. So at the request of the residents that we collectively serve, we want to make sure that they're There is a plan in place to house as many of these 180 plus individuals into permanent housing and get them the support that they need and deserve, and prevent new encampments from forming in other parts of the South Minneapolis community. Alongside this letter today, our council unanimously also approved a resolution that seeks to shift the council's approach on addressing unsheltered homelessness from one that is regulatory to one that is rooted in public health. So with that, I will welcome my next colleague.
Hi everyone, Jason Chavez, Ward 9 City Council member. In September of this year, my office hosted an emergency housing meeting where nearly 200 residents showed up. This was next to Camp Nanokasi, where residents across the city and in Ward 9 asked the city council, asked the city of Minneapolis, the county, our state, and federal government to take more action on addressing homelessness across the city. And one of the asks that they had for us as city leaders and governmental leaders was to reestablish the navigation center here in Minneapolis, something that they desperately know works and that we desperately need to address this crisis head on, and that is one of the asks we're here to make today too.
Hello everyone, I'm Councilmember Robin Wansley and I represent Ward 2. As Councilmember Jeremiah Ellison echoed earlier, myself as well as he and other council members had the opportunity to visit Camp Nanokasi yesterday and speak with camp residents and camp leaders and organizers. And as what was, really shared with us was we need more time. In the past 4 months of the operation of this camp, they have successfully housed 74 people, but everyone knows that getting residents, especially those experiencing chronic homelessness or housing insecurity, that doesn't happen overnight. And we want to be able to provide our providers, housing providers, social service providers, especially in partnership with Hennepin County, additional time needed to be able to make sure not only does everyone at that camp receive the housing and dignified housing they deserve, but all of the wraparound services needed in order to be able to have a stable and healthy life, which all of the camp residents are asking and are in pursuit of. So we want to be able to acknowledge that, and that's why we sent this letter today. We also want to be able to acknowledge the fact that yesterday, while we were visiting the camp, over 100 other unsheltered residents were evicted. So if we proceed with a December 14th eviction, we are looking at, with the total amount right now residing